It's overtime.
OT?
Yeah.
OT in the building. What's up, y'all? WNBA playoffs kick off today. Playoff Sunday.
Sabrina almost made that too. I'm sorry. It's playoffs, y'all. It's playoff time.
Factories. I think I might just have to share my screen for this because the slides is not
cooperating.
It's not cooperating right now.
All right.
I have the tabs open there.
What's good, y'all?
Hold on, y'all. Let me come right back. All right. Come on.
What's good, Jody? It's crazy right now.
Yo, the game is in OT?
The Liberty just been turning over the ball. It's disgusting. Are y'all going to take care of the ball?
Uh-oh.
Are y'all going to take care of the basketball?
No.
Y'all got 18 turnovers, 19 turnovers?
No.
That's crazy. That's
crazy. In playoffs, that's not going to fly.
That's crazy. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry. That's unacceptable.
You ain't got to be sorry. He said overtime.
Who said that?
Your dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he put it in the thing?
On the Instagram, yeah.
Yo.
Oh, boy.
Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
What's up, everybody? Get on in here. We know the game went to overtime, so we're going to be following along while we doing this. I know I'm going to be getting text messages left and right.
It's yeah. All right. Hey, y'all.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the 21 Titles Weekly Recap. This is episode 104.
Wow.
Right. Simply to get into it, we over here at 21 Titles have a threefold mission. We are here to expand the visibility of women's sports with a heavy focus on women's basketball. Being that Chantee and I are former student athletes, we both competed collegiately, so this is very near and dear to our heart. Number two, we love connecting the community to the business of sports on the collegiate and professional level. So collegiately, we mean with NIL, brand deals, and all that stuff that's happening. And then professional, obviously, we're going to be touching on WNBA and other professional leagues, such as Unrivaled, right? And then lastly, introducing our community to new innovative technology like Bitcoin and blockchain. We are blockchain enthusiasts, and we believe that technology is going to disrupt every industry possible in the next decade, similar to AI, if you want to say. So we talk a little bit about that, and then usually we kind of wrap it up with a little bit of culture because we both from the Bronx, and the culture is very near and dear to our heart also. Chantee's a music enthusiast. I'm a food enthusiast. So we usually combine those two things together and kind of touch on that. So today we're going to talk about the WNBA playoffs starting, right? That went fast. The season went fast. This was another spectacular season, being that they added 4 more games this year. They have 44 games for the first time. And also for the first time, we've seen an expansion team make it to the playoffs for the first time. So shout out to the Valkyries. We'll get into some NIL stuff. And we'll finish up with some culture. I attended a conference this weekend, so we can talk about that. And we'll talk about some other stuff, but yeah, let's get into it.
Shouts to Jen. Jen, that's fire.
Hey,
You gotta let us know how the environment is.
For sure, Jen. I don't know if I'm gonna make it tonight. I don't know, Jen. I'm gonna try to stay up for the game, but your girl is tired.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's what we said we were gonna start off with, y'all. I don't know if y'all been getting rest, but I haven't been getting any rest. I'm gonna be honest.
No,
I'm very tired. Like with everything going on in the world too. Like I'm at that point. So hoping everyone's doing well, hoping everyone's taking care of themselves, because we are in the transition to fall too, right? So that's the time when we get sick. So I'm imploring everyone to keep your guardrails up. And that means, putting the stuff in your body that you need to put in your body, whether that's, the elderberry syrups, the ginger shots, the black seed oil, all that good stuff. So I'm encouraging everybody to take their health a little bit serious going into the fall. So yeah, let's get into today's games. We had Minnesota and the Valkyries first today.
Hold on, Brianna Stewart is down and holding her knee. That's all. That's the latest. She's down holding her knee.
That's really unfortunate.
I'm sorry. She can't. She's down holding her knee.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Playoff pumpkin spice immune boost system. I like that.
Yes.
Yes. I'm so sorry. But yes, the first game. Who was it again? It was the Valkyries in Minnesota. We did a poll today on our Instagram, and many people chose Minnesota. Mm-hmm. So y'all were right. Minnesota won 101-72. But the Valkyries came out.
They had a valiant effort. Okay, the valiant Valkyries.
They came out ready.
It was correct.
They came out ready.
I think they was ready, to look. They can't have the. So that was game 1, right? Like, I can't just be happy to be here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Your organization already did y'all dirty with having to play at another arena. So y'all got to come with it, because unfortunately y'all got the short end of the stick with that. But they did come out. They came out very energetic. Defense was looking really nice, but I think it was towards the second quarter. Like towards the end of the second quarter is when things really trying to shift it into Minnesota's gear. Okay.
That's a fact.
They went on a run. Yes, Natisha Heidemann, she came in off the bench.
And it was time. After that, I'm going to be honest. Once Natisha came in the second, it was up after that.
Yeah, she came in off the bench. She basically had her season average by the end of the second quarter. Like, she had 9 points, and that completely changed the trajectory of the game today.
Yes.
So, they kind of went with that, and they opened up the Red Sea here towards the third and fourth quarter. So,
I know.
Interesting game early, but Minnesota, the championship experience from Minnesota it showed today. Like, it showed, right? they kept up with them in the beginning, but Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, they all came to play today.
Mm-hmm. And I will say that as far as defense, the
Mm-hmm.
Valkyries came out strong on defense. I mean, they're a great defensive team. That's what they've. I feel like they're ranked pretty high when it comes to defense, at least for this season. And while they started off strong in the first quarter, that soon went out the window. Um, in Minnesota, again, defensive team really picked it up, um, specifically in the second half. The Valkyries were struggling to score real bad, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they only scored 18 points in the third
it's not
quarter.
enough.
So it wasn't, and they had 12 in the second quarter. So it's like,
Yeah, it's not enough. So yeah, that's how that went. We'll have to see how game two goes. Again, this is game like the first games of the playoffs that we're covering. It's the best out of three this round. Um, so essentially, if Minnesota, wins next game, they on to the second round.
yeah, it sucks that the first round is the best of three because it's like
Mm-hmm.
that goes so fast. Like, but it's a 1-1-1 format. So the home team plays home first. The the visitor team essentially plays the next, and then the home team plays again, or the higher seed. Excuse me, the higher seed who has the home court advantage. But yeah, we're gonna have to see when the Valks get to their house or you know, their temporary arena because they're not at the Chase. So I just feel bad about that.
Yeah, who doesn't want to have like their home, like that home court advantage, and then the home court advantage feel? So yeah, we'll see if we'll see how they perform next game. And Spin Doc, I absolutely agree. Um, they got to play defense, and
Yeah.
it did not show after the first quarter today. Da, leave me alone.
What up, Da? We in the same boat. I hurt my back, man.
Yes, yes. Brittany did hurt her back.
Whew. Kind of struggling sitting in the seat though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. You should have got a pillow. You should have got a pillow.
I should have. I might take one of you. I got some over there. I might get
Yeah, a pillow.
But
Um, but yeah. Um, moving on, Atlanta versus Indiana. Um, I was falling asleep a little bit. I was in and out of sleep, but it was a good game. What I will say is that I'm tired. The referees was wilding during that game. A lot of whistles. But nonetheless, Atlanta Dream won today, 80-68. Kelsey Mitchell, she came to play, and she has to, right? Indiana has a lot of people missing because of injuries. So she needed to step up today.
yeah, she did. Look at that.
She finished with 27 points. Shot 9 for 18 from the field. Then we had Odyssey Sims. She briefly got hurt today, but I'm glad to see that she continued playing after being injured. I think in the second half, she finished with 10 points. They needed a lot more from Aaliyah. They
Yeah.
needed a lot more from Aaliyah today. But Aaliyah was getting worked by Bree Jones. I'm gonna be honest. Bree Jones, her and Bree Jones was going at it all game. They were going at it. Bree Jones, she had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. She had a good game. Naz Hillman, she has 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, filling up the stat line. But Alicia Gray also had a great game today. 20 points. Her and Ryan had 20 points today. So a lot of offensive threats on Atlanta. They showed up today, and they got the win.
Look, I knew what type of time Ryan and Alicia Gray were on when I seen they fits before the game today. They both showed up as cowgirls.
That was funny and cute.
Like hats, boots, belts, everything. Like I'm like, oh, they they come they ready today. Okay. I'm just happy to see that they played how I know they can play. I mean, I tell you all the time, you know, I get on Ryan Howard because sometimes I feel like she be coasting. But she played today. You know, she leads the league right now in 3-pointers per game. She hits at least 3. I think she's at 3.1. So she was above her average today. She hit 4 threes. She was 40% from the 3-point line. You know, 6 for 17. Yeah, that could have been a little bit better field goal percentage wise, but she had some good plays today. 20 points, 6 rebounds. I think she can facilitate a little bit more and find everybody else when they open, but I think her and Alicia Gray had good games today. Not the best shooting games, but they did what they needed to do to get that win today, for sure.
Yes, I agree. So there'll be we'll see what happens in game 2 between them. And then moving on right now, we got Phoenix versus New York. That's currently on television right now. The Liberty are winning. Well, they're about to win. It went into overtime. 76-69 is the final. If you're just joining us, we mentioned, or rather I mentioned, Breonna Stewart got hurt. She actually was on the bench after that. And she seemed to be like teary-eyed. She's in pain. She was in pain. That doesn't look good for the next game.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw it was Spendox. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Brittany and I was on that same page too, with the Liberty. Don't know what type of team we was gonna get today.
Right. That's the first thing.
That's number one. Didn't know what type of team we was gonna get today. Alyssa Thomas has been on an absolute tear all season long. And for me, I know how loosey-goosey the Liberty can get with the basketball. And that's exactly what we saw again today. It had me stressed. Brittany, you told me your father texted you talking about, I think they was giving him a heart attack. It's just, it's they got to take care of the ball a lot better. They ended the game with 20 turnovers. That's crazy. 20 turnovers is excessive to the Phoenix Mercury's 10. Jonquel Jones, she ended with 7. 7. We need more. We need more from Jonquel Jones. 3 of the shots she took today out of this, well, she took 7 shots in total, but out of those 7, 3 of them were threes. I'd like for her to get on the block a lot more. Brittany, I don't know if you're talking because you on mute. Oh, there you go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got something to
get
say
off
about
the
that?
perimeter, JJ. Like, get off the perimeter. Like, look, I get that she can shoot and she's a stretch big, but really, like, only 7 shots and 3 of them from the 3-point line, when there's nobody that can guard JJ. The Liberty, they got to do a better job of like taking dual responsibility. The guards got to take the responsibility of being like, hey, she hasn't gotten a touch in the past couple of minutes. Let's go down and, get her established on the block. And then secondly, JJ has to have the mindset like, yo, y'all got to run the next play for me. Like, get on the block. Like, move the ball. Okay, she has to assist them. Like, this is playoff basketball. 20 turnovers in a playoff game. It's incredible that y'all won. Because 20 turnovers doesn't fly. Really. They got to take care of the ball. The Liberty really got to take care of the ball. Like,
yeah. I mean, I would like them to be a little bit more aggressive going to the basket. I know we rely a lot on shooting and 3-point shooting, but putting the ball, being able to create, your own shot is important, especially during this time of year. I would like for them to be a lot more aggressive doing that, but yeah, they won in overtime. Again, I hope Brianna is okay. She looked like she was in a lot of pain.
Man.
So, and it was the other knee. I think it was her left knee. So,
yeah,
we'll keep you posted about that.
That's a big blow to the Liberty. If she's hurt, y'all, that's not gonna be a good look for the Liberty. Just gonna keep it a bean with y'all. Not a good look, but yeah. The last game of the night, Storm versus Aces.
Yeah, that should be a goodie too.
That'll be at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I was struggling yesterday for the Canelo Crawford fight, and it's no. I don't know if I can make it. Do the Liberty miss Fernandez? I'm gonna say yes. The Liberty missed somebody like Sloot, because Sloot, although Sloot was a liability on defense, I'm gonna say that, because Sloot really didn't get down on that, and she was definitely a point guard that understood touches, right? Like, and I think her leadership is missing for sure.
Agreed. And agreed.
For Benijah, yes. Perimeter defense, absolutely. Defensive intensity, absolutely. The person that's been giving us the most has been Natasha Cloud.
The shouts to Natasha Cloud today, right, showing up.
Yes, Natasha. If Natasha didn't play like she played today, the Liberty are not winning. They're not winning today because she came out smoking. She got the face mask on like Batman. She must be feeling some type of way. Nah, seriously.
I know, but
she's playing really well with that
Batman. Yeah,
Gotham City, baby.
Nah, she had a great game today. She finished with 23 points today. Yeah. So yeah, she had a great game. But yes, I think I agree with you. They miss Courtney and Benijah.
The inconsistency this year, Liberty don't take care of the ball. And also, we don't be maximizing, utilizing our size. Like, our size is our strength, and we don't use it. You got JJ, Stewie, Emma Mieseman. Like, I understand Emma Mieseman is a little. She not the fastest. She's not gonna jump the highest, but her IQ is very high. Very high IQ. Like they gotta that little triangle right there, they gotta do a little bit better job of looking for each other. And the guards too. Like how did Liberty that big and they don't use their size to their advantage? I feel like they take too many perimeter shots.
You took the
It's
thought
like
or the yep.
they rely on 3-point shooting too much, especially down like in the trenches, like when they really need a bucket. Like go to the basket and get a foul. Stop the clock. Put pressure on Phoenix's defense. Like they sometimes that be going out the window. I know Sandy be over there cursing like but yeah, that's great question, Spin Doc. Thank you. Yeah. It's gonna I'm just Stewie. I would like the update on what's going on.
Yeah, see what happens with it, but yeah, the Liberty got to take care of the ball. So just throwing away the ball. I don't know. Brittany, you heard me offline, so
yeah,
you heard my thoughts offline. But
can I just? I'm sorry. Like
no.
we talk about taking care of the ball because do y'all understand? Like when we played, our coaches made us run if we turned the ball over. Like I don't know about y'all, but like in like postseason play, Coach Stringer would track turnovers. If we going over 10 turnovers a game, there's some type of repercussion. I'm gonna be honest. Whether that's she's not taking us to the restaurant that we want to go to after the game, or she's making us run a little bit more extra, or we have to do an extra workout. Like we were held accountable for how many turnovers we had. And to be honest, y'all gotta really take care of the ball. It's a big pet peeve. It's a pet
Sold peeve. In the clutch is a fact. Tulip plays. Missed 2 free throws. Yes, she did. That was a little crazy. I was shocked.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was shocked. But then next play, you had JJ miss the layup on the left hand side. Yeah, it looked bad. It looked bad.
Really?
She looked like she was in pain. Yeah, she looked like she was in pain. She grabbed her knee. I was like, oh no. Like, then she got on the bench and was like damn near in tears. Yeah. Man. What's up, Tulip players? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tulip. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I was shocked. Yeah, she was. She was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not season ending, but you know, we'll keep y'all updated with that. But if you missed anything that we covered so far, we covered the games this afternoon. The first 3 games. The last game is tonight, which is the Aces versus the Storm. So make sure that you listen to our little recap on replay to hear our thoughts about how those first 3 games went.
Yes. And before we move on to the next segment, please, everyone, make sure that you're following us on all social media platforms. This helps us to stay in touch and align with the algorithm. If y'all engaging, then that really, really helps us to thrive. So please, if you're on Twitter, please follow us. We're on there also. YouTube, please subscribe if you watch it from YouTube right now. I believe we're at about 109 subscribers. So thank you all, 109 of you. Obviously, the next goal is to get to 200. So we need your support and very appreciative of everybody that shows up every Sunday for us. So thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Moving on. Unrivaled.
Yeah.
Unrivaled. Oh, you got a question.
Yes. I
Mm-hmm.
played 1 year with Erica. What's up, Mr. SC Bread? I did. When I was a senior, Erica Wheeler was a freshman. So I did have an opportunity to play with Erica Wheeler when I was at Rutgers. Thank you for that question.
Yes. Um, for Unrival, as we all know or should know, CBA negotiations are still happening with the players and the WNBA, and the deadline is near. It's in October. With that being said, I think this rollout or this announcement, every announcement that Unrival's been making has been amazing, right? Like last week, I think we reported that they're now valued at I think 340 million, which is amazing. And then this week, we get word that they're adding two more teams, and there's going to be a fourth night that the games are going to be shown.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it's fire. So the two new teams consist of one team being called Breeze BC, and then the other one being Hive BC. Um, and so yeah, I think last year they were on TV, like I said, for three days, Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So now I think they're gonna get a fourth day, a fourth day, and they're trying to eliminate back to backs. I guess to give them some time off
Mm.
in between games, which is great. And they just keep elevating. Like they're worth more this year. Their goal is to increase salaries this year. So I'm interested to see how much these women are about to get paid.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
It's looking great for Unrivaled. And then we got word last week. Also, I want to say that it's allegedly the WNBA had an opportunity to partner
right.
with Unrivaled, and they said no.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I mean, I wonder if they just thought like this would be too much of a conflict of interest. Is that like
I can see that, but then also I'm like, I think that partnering with I don't know, I could see that, and then I'm like, maybe they could have partnered to not look so bad. Why not partner with Unrivaled, who's doing it right, and be a part of that to help with like PR or something like your marketing, because everybody knows the W is lacking in that area. I don't know. I think that
right?
it could have been a good partnership if they really wanted it to be. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, to your point, I think they just looked at Unrivaled as competition, which I could see that too, and I could understand that as well. But um,
Yeah, that's really my thoughts. I think they like might be conflict of interest, and then also too like Unrivaled is like the baby sister. So like the big sister don't want to get showed out or like showed up too, you know? So I feel that way also.
yeah, I get it. The big sister got to step up though.
That's a
Like
fact.
you're the big sister.
Yeah,
You got like 20 plus years on
right.
your sibling. Get it together. So I mean, shouts to Unrivaled, doing it right. I'm excited about season two.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm very excited about, and I hope that they bring back, was the one-on-one
Yes.
segment.
Yeah.
I loved that. I love that. So um shouts to Unrivaled. Very excited to see how they thrive this year. And yeah, that's an update.
Yes, and since you made the comment about the one-on-one, I would just like to see this tweak in the one-on-one. Um, guards versus guards and forwards versus forwards first, and then whoever wins the pool of the guards and the cool pool of the forwards, then they compete for the one-on-one. Like I'd like to see that.
True. I'm with you.
because some of the matchups were kind of like, it was a lot of disparity with the matchups during the one versus. I can't specifically um, make an example off the top of my head right now, but I think when we were watching that, I was like, I think I might want to see guards versus guards, and then forwards versus forwards, and then at the apex, pit the winners of each pool against each other. So that's
I
my
like that.
only.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I had that.
All right, moving on. Asia Wilson. She been killing as per usual.
Again, on and off the court, like this girl is wow. That's just wow.
Yeah. Literally has led her team into a winning streak.
16 games.
Yeah, and increase her points per game since the start of the streak. Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah. When the money roll in for the W, I will watch intently to see if they announce non-compete exclusive rights that will only happen when the money investments. Yeah, that's a good point. I want to keep an eye on that too.
Right.
Especially at that non-compete. For sure. For sure. I'm wondering what they negotiated now for the CBA, the
Right.
non-competes.
They
Um,
always get.
but yeah, yeah. But yeah, Asia Wilson, she killing. I mean, last week she earned Western Conference Player of the Week. Then she was named the AP Player of the Year, and then revealed a new Lego figure. First of all, partnering with Lego is crazy.
Yeah.
Major brand.
Yeah.
Major brand. Partnering with Lego is crazy. Um, so yeah, I think it was sometime this week we saw a video on her Instagram where she collabed with for the post with Lego, and she was rolling out a mini sports show. It seems like called Clicked In, and it's going to be all about sport and style with takes from Asia Wilson. It said coming soon, so we have no clue when that is coming. Um, I'm excited about that to see what she's going to be talking about specifically. Um, I like when players kind of start their own show to control their story and their narrative. So I would love to hear from Asia directly, and then I want to see what is being created with Legos. Um,
Right.
that is going to be interesting to see, and I think it's going to be really cool. So Asia Wilson,
It's if I had the DJ Khaled voice, another one. Like
right?
like she's I mean, whoever's on her team, they killing it. Like I really want to dissect who is on her team at some point because those are the people getting her in the doors. They know, and I love that they just keeping her aligned with everything, like doing things that she wants to do, um, and things that are in alignment with who she is as a
Mm-hmm.
person. Because we've been talking about that since the beginning, right? Like all money's not good money. All brand deals may not align with who you are as a person. We've been seeing the NIL landscape where kids are just moving from school to school based on how many NIL dollars they can garner, right? But in actuality, it really should be about like fit. Like where do you fit the best? Because that tells the tale. I mean, we seen it just as an example with with Haley Van Lith, right? She went to LSU, didn't have the best year at LSU, and then went to TCU the next year and kind of return back to herself. So like alignment is very important when we talk about brand deals, when you talk about anything, recruiting, going to a school, you have to be aligned and you got to ask the right questions in order to understand if you are aligned, you know? So I love Lego, Asia. Yeah, another big deal.
Yeah. Not to mention she's still rolling out without rolling out more colorways for her sneakers. So
Right.
you got more colorways on the way. People are gonna continue to buy her sneaker. Like
Mm-hmm.
sky's the limit for Asia. So again, she's been having a remarkable season. We've seen a lot of chatter on social media, with people trying to determine if she should be the MVP or if Fee should be the MVP. Um, we also saw some voters for
Oh my
certain
God.
categories this year for the W get vocal online and kind of explain their votes. So that has been very interesting. Um, what is the equivalent of the Wheaties box for today? Hmm, that's a good question.
That is a good
What
question.
is the equivalent of Wheaties? I don't know if there's a. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't who
There's
the
no
only
one.
person. Yeah, I mean the only. It's not Wheaties because that's a sugary cereal, but Reese's Puffs with Angel Reese. I mean that was just a play on the name, and her brand. But I don't know what is the equivalent of a Wheaties box today for
I
today.
think it's just different because back then
Like
Wheaties,
people
yeah, it was
actually
like the
remember,
standard,
right? Like
but like there's so many different brands now that you got
right.
Nike, you got so many different brands, even on the fashion side, right? It's hard to say. Then you got players on Vogue on the cover of Vogue, and shouts to Stud Buds because I didn't read their interview in there,
Right.
Courtney Williams interview specifically, but I heard it was like really good and personal. So make sure y'all check that out or read that. But yeah, to spin Doc's point, I think it's too many brands. I don't think there's like one equivalent.
Mm.
But that was a great question.
Yeah, it was a great question. And even talking about alignment, since you brought up the Stud Buds, I just seen they got another partnership with Kotex, right? They did a whole like little campaign with Kotex. They dyed their hair red, period red is what they called it, and then they had conversations about your cycle. I mean, this is something we talked about it earlier this year when we said we were talking about the numbers with ACL tears and how there has been data that came out that said that a lot of women tear their ACLs on their cycles. Right? That's another conversation to have. But alignment, that's alignment, I think, with them. They are menstruating women. So like, and we got to get the taboo out of here with that. Like, this is part of our lives. Like, we have to experience these things every month. So having these conversations is important. Especially like for the youth too, like girls that have not even gotten into that phase of puberty yet. You want to coach them up. This is what y'all should be expecting. So yeah, alignment is very key and it's paramount in anything that you kind of do.
Absolutely. So more talk about just what happened this week with the W. The AP awards were announced, and like we just mentioned, Asia Wilson was named Player of the Year.
Mhm.
Coach of the year was Natalie Nakase. Listen, Natalie,
Yeah,
Natalie has had a great year, and I think she
absolutely.
deserves it. We apologized last week for like, thinking the worst. Not the worst. We just didn't have high hopes for the Valkyries at the beginning of the season. So to see what they've done, even with Kayla Thornton going down. Once Kayla went down, I was like, I don't know. But the
Right,
fact that they were able to step up, and then you had Tiff Hayes out, and they still managed to make it to the playoffs.
right.
Yeah, she deserves that. Shouts to her. You got the comeback player of the year, Shakira Austin. She had a hell of a year. Most improved player of the year, Veronica Burton.
Mhm.
Veronica,
Yeah,
Veronica has stepped up
you already know.
immensely.
You already know. I
Yes.
send my apologies to Veronica because
Yeah.
um, it she just kind of flipped the script this year. Like she was a role player at best these past couple of years, and then this year she was like, "All right, it's my time." Increasing in everything. I think last year she had 3 points a game. This year, 11.9. Her assist up. Like she's averaged 6 assists this year per game. Like that's a lot. And she likes to find her teammates too. I like that about Veronica. Like she's one of the few point guards that actually is looking for her teammates before she's taking uh a chance to shoot. I think Courtney Williams also does a good job of that, like looking for her teammates and finding her teammates. So shout out to Veronica Burton because you really did have an impressive like breakout year this year. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Then we had defensive player of the year again, Asia Wilson. Um, Rookie of the year, Paige Beckers.
Mm-hmm.
Sixth woman of the year, Nas Hillman. And then we got, the WNBA teams, first team, second team. But um, we'll have to see when the W is going to announce
Right.
their winners of each category. Again, many voters going back and forth about who the MVP is this year. And again, it seems to be, between Fee and Asia Wilson. Who y'all think deserves? I'm interested in hearing what people think um, as to who deserves MVP this year. We saw some people saying that Fee deserves it because Asia has to outdo herself from last year.
No. No.
I
No.
gotta find a tweet.
Yeah. The people
I
who
don't
were
even want.
talking
Yeah,
about voters fatigue,
it's
y'all
crazy.
y'all are insane.
Just
Y'all
say you. Just
yeah,
say
just
it's
say
hate.
you a hater.
Just say it's hate.
Just say you a
Cause
hater.
y'all hiding behind. I hate that term, voters fatigue. That's not
What
what
does
that
that
is.
even
What are you
mean?
tired of? What?
Right. What are you tired of? Her dominance? Like,
Just say you a hater, and then stand in it. Just stand in it. I'll respect that, but yeah, I gotta find the tweet.
they are
Give
something
me one
else.
sec.
Like,
Yeah, I don't
voters
know.
fatigue is an insane concept to come up with. Because the person's you base that decision on the performance that year. The team's success also, right? Like overall impact. Have y'all watched this have y'all watched the season? The Aces were terrible in the beginning of the year. Like, to just give y'all context, like Minnesota has been the best team the entire season. The entire season. Like, let's keep that consistent, right? There was a point where Fee got hurt and she was out for a few games. Okay. I believe it was about 6 games, maybe? A few games where she was out because she hurt herself. Her ankle. Rolled that ankle. Asia, let's just talk about the transformation of the Aces in the beginning. terrible, right? We asking, where is Gold Mamba? Where's she at? What has happened? She hasn't been playing like herself. Uh, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, what are y'all doing? Where have y'all been? But they kind of what was it after the All-Star break? Kind of once Becky made the adjustment to put Drew Lloyd on the bench and bring her off the bench, that's when it started to turn up. Okay, they went on a 16-0 game, like winning streak. 16 games in a row. That's insane.
Didn't
Okay,
see them
because y'all
making the
wanted to praise.
playoffs.
Let's keep it a bean. We were praising the New York Liberty when they had the 9-0 start. Praising them. Praise. Hallelujah. Right? So what's the difference with closing out the year with a 16-0 winning streak? That is, to me, that's more impressive. Because we finishing out the season that way. Asia was at the helm of everything. Okay? So, right, second place. They was in the dumps in the beginning of the year. Terrible. Everybody was like, yo, what's going on with the Aces? That's what the streets were saying. So, like, it's been a complete transformation for them this year. And, like, having that momentum going into the playoffs is very key. Like, so y'all already hear my vote for MVP. It's Asia Wilson.
It's Asia. But yeah. The
But
voters said,
the voters, y'all.
I was about to read some of it.
Yeah, please
the
do.
reasoning. It's not.
Yeah.
This is not the whole response, but a piece of it is Asia put together an amazing season, but her numbers were lower than last season. And one part about being great and a multiple-time MVP, you have to keep outdoing yourself, whether that's fair or not.
Just tell us you never played basketball without saying it, man. Like that too, I have a problem with. Like a lot of these people who are reporting on basketball, y'all have never played basketball before, so it's like y'all really don't understand what it means to kind of like have a transformative year like that. Like just from my experience, like in college, my freshman year, again, the regulars on the show know that, I went to a national championship my freshman year. But if you was to tell me that at the beginning of the year of my freshman year that we were going to be in the Final Four in the national championship at the end of the year, I would have slapped you silly. First and foremost, my coach called my team the worst team she ever coached. Okay? She was in the game for at least 35 years at that point. So that's kind of crazy that she called us her worst team. Like that really made me that I was mad when I found that out. Okay? But that kept us accountable, right? Like it was crazy. It was crazy. And y'all know how loaded that team was that we had that year. Okay? But we really had to get, like, I don't also understand if y'all understand, like, Christmas break, what that looks like for college students who play at a high level. You are doing 2-a-days, 3-a-days. There's no time limit. There's no compliance. There's nothing to save you. Okay? So, like, you getting every opportunity to, like, I'm going to be honest, this is how my days look. Like, we went into the gym when it was dark outside and left the gym when it was dark outside. Like, that's how much work you have to put in when we talking about this game and chemistry and all of this. So like anybody who's saying anything otherwise than Asia,
And make sure you don't pick and choose that standard on on whom to use that standard.
Right.
because that don't even make no sense. Because even what she did say would stand true even for a fee. And other it's make sure you hold that, keep everybody to that standard is what I'm saying. Don't pick and choose. Just say you're a hater. That's it. I'm tired of hearing about voters fatigue.
Right. 2007, Rutgers versus Tennessee.
So yeah, shouts to everybody who was named for the AP awards this year. Definitely well deserved. um and it's been a great season. It's been a great season.
Nah, for sure.
Moving on, excuse me, you want to talk a little bit about NIL, college sports news. Popeyes, they partnering with college football.
Yes.
Yeah, they partnering with college football. Um Now you can actually customize spice levels in your wings at Popeyes. And
That's fire.
with that, yeah, it's kind of cool. Um and in Toronto, I believe, a division of Toronto, the Popeyes in Toronto, they started its wing redo with a Better Wings, Better Mayfield campaign in partnership with quarterback Baker Mayfield. Popeyes last week expanded the promotion to, like I said, college athletes with the NIL partnerships. These athletes are players who rose from backups in 2024 to starters in 2025. I love that
Yes.
because that's giving flowers. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we see the level up. We
Reward
see,
the people who are getting better at their
come
craft.
on.
Yes.
This is the first time I feel like we've seen this
Mm-hmm. Yes.
on an NIL level, or rather on a college level. So I love that Popeyes is doing this. Um, each Popeyes NIL athlete received an individualized digital promo code for Popeyes Rewards members to get 12 wings for $12. Customers who redeem the promo codes help the athletes climb the leaderboard. I also love that. To see who's winning, who's getting the most people to come in and purchase Popeyes wings.
Yes.
Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Popeyes wins because you get more people, and then these athletes win, obviously. So I think this is a great opportunity that Popeyes is giving to these college football players. Um, I like the model.
Yeah.
I love the
I like
model.
that. I just wanted to shout out the NIL athletes who were, a part of this promo. So you got James Peoples at Ohio State University, Chris Hilton Jr. at Louisiana State University, Raymond Mosby at the University of Louisville, Frederick Moore at the University of Michigan, Cam Perry at Miami University, David Eziomumi at Clemson University, Earl Little Jr. at Florida State University, Dexter Williams II at Kennesaw State University. Shout out to Kennesaw State. That's my younger brother's alma mater. So that's fire. Sir Gaines at Boise State University, and Colton Joseph at Dominion University. So shout out to those young men. Fire. I love it. Did Rutgers? You know what? We were like David that year. I'm gonna be honest. We were not expected to beat Tennessee that year. We could have, but we didn't. And it still hurts me till this day. Okay? Because we lost on rebounding. Nikki Anasicki. She had at least like 14 rebounds that game. Still tight about that. But I'm here for the memories, all right?
Yes.
Here
And
for the memories.
thank you, Jody, because I forget. Yeah, Hilton is dating Flau'jae.
Oh.
Hilton on the list. Yeah, he's dating
Oh
Flo. Thank
yes,
you,
yes,
Jody.
yes. Chris Hilton Jr.
And she
Yes.
said that she loves that they're both doing great things. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Jody.
Absolutely. I definitely missed that point. But shout out to
Yes.
those young men because Popeyes, I was definitely smashing Popeyes in college. Oh, left and right.
We talked about that today.
Yeah.
Eating on campus and how we ain't had no money.
No money. None.
Once the dining hall was closed, it was over. Now, with this NIL money,
Like they can hire a chef for themselves.
it's laughable because it's like we was eating, we was on a dollar menu meal.
Ramen. I was eating ramen noodles. You get the
Uh,
24 box at Walmart. Sodium up the kazoo. How much was each cup? 700 milligrams of sodium. Arteries on tilt. Blood pressure.
yeah.
Crazy how we was eating in college, like just to think about it. And now even with them, they got the dining hall and then they got the little sports performance nutrition centers, so y'all could just pull up on there and hop in and get a smoothie, get a snack. Like that was not available when we were in school. Like, to be honest, we had to fight for training table. Like that was a big deal. Like to get food after practice. Like I swear to God, I used to be so mad because they would let the men eat after. Eat after. I'm like, how do men get a training table? They ain't win in how long? Y'all treating the men better than us, and they ain't win. We just every year I was at Rutgers, we went to the tournament. Okay, that's a standard. That was a standard. We went to the tournament every year I was there. Okay, and y'all not gonna feed us after practice? And y'all know we practice for 4 hours with Coach Stringer? Are y'all insane? Yes, y'all
Go to
were insane.
McDonald's.
But now that's regular for them.
They was telling y'all, go to McDonald's.
It's regular. It's regular. They get the gourmet.
Everything. Oh, yeah, everything. All that.
They get everything gourmet. And yeah, they don't even be taking advantage of it. I just be sitting there shaking my head sometimes. I just be like, yo, y'all got a $15 million sports nutrition. Y'all also have a practice gym. We didn't get an opportunity to have a practice gym when we were at school. We had to compete with cheerleading, which is crazy, right?
I had to do the same. Or we cut we went so far as to cut the gym in half.
Right.
Yeah.
That too.
Cutting the gym in half. Like the divider. Get half the gym. So
I had to harass my managers to give me the keys to get into the gym. And now y'all get your own fobs to open up the door. Go in there. Y'all can watch film when y'all want. Like, it's crazy.
of course you were a cheer guy. DA.
Yeah. Times have changed, but like utilize these resources, y'all. Utilize them. Y'all getting paid for real. All right, I'm enough.
No, it's cool to see. That's what we was talking about earlier. It's just cool to see.
Yeah.
Just shouts to them.
Y'all don't want for nothing. Y'all don't want for nothing now. Like y'all taken care of for real. I love to see it, but
still. For tech news, Spotify. I think this is really big. If you got music on Spotify, even podcasts on Spotify, this is something that you may want to be aware of. They did update their terms and conditions. I have yet to read it personally. However, they've made some significant changes, real focused around AI data usage and content policies. But one of the major changes involves AI and machine learning policy. So to sum it up, basically, if you're a content, if you create content or music and you upload it on Spotify, that allows Spotify to utilize your content to help build out their AI machines.
Mm-mm.
Yes. If you create playlists and you're a DJ, they can repurpose that too. It could train their own models on user and usage data. So the usage data from your playlist and everything else, like they can use that too. They can repurpose that too to build out their own models. Um, so basically, this dual approach gives Spotify exclusive rights to leverage your listening patterns while blocking external companies from accessing the same information. Um, I know we don't read terms and conditions. Obviously, like we just click through. Hi, Mama Flag. But
Yeah.
apparently, there's been a lot of changes with terms and conditions on platforms such as Spotify, Apple, and things like that. So have language that covers AI usage. Um, but that's something to take a look at and keep in mind, especially if you want to protect the things in which you upload to these platforms. So,
Yeah, I heard it from the IP attorney herself.
well, I'm gonna read the terms and conditions. I haven't, but I thought that was something that was important to say. And then, obviously, like the headline says, the terms are banning the user from using any of the content on Spotify to train your own AI models. I
Yeah,
can
because
understand that.
that's what's going on. They taking your data, and you think that moving into the future, these companies will not create their own artificially intelligent like artists? Like
Well, we're seeing it.
we already see it with FN Mecca and how that came out, right? Like everybody was like, "Oh no." But this is the way these companies are going to do everything to cut costs. So if they don't have to pay real artists and they just use all the data and put that in their algorithm and they create their own, they going to do that. They going to do that. This is some crazy times, me and Chantee. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, interesting.
Like they even like, you remember when Timberland was doing those lives and like people was coming on, like that's essentially he was doing
This is
right.
what yes, yeah. So yeah. And again, I want to be clear based off that article that it's saying that Spotify is banning the users from taking content from Spotify's platform to help, build out the users' AI machines or whatever. But in turn, also, it also states that Spotify can actually use your content that you upload to Spotify to build out theirs, to build out Spotify's. So it's mm-mm.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta see. Small forward, and no, I do not. I don't hoop now. I don't hoop now. I need to get in shape, but no, I do not hoop. I do not hoop anymore. But yeah, we'll keep y'all posted with that. But make sure y'all read the terms and conditions. Um, culture news.
Yeah.
Culture news. A lot has happened. Um, Cardi B, she's releasing an album next week. And if you haven't seen, she's been doing, I think her rollout has been very interesting. She's done a lot to roll out this album. But what's really cool is that this past week she announced her collaboration with DoorDash. So we all know DoorDash to deliver food to us anywhere we're at. However, she is now giving DoorDash the rights to her album to be sent, or rather delivered, to people that purchase it on DoorDash.
That's fire.
So her album's gonna be available on DoorDash to visit, and then they're gonna go deliver it to you.
Wow.
And she has her own store on DoorDash, so it's called the Cardi B Bodega. Yeah, I love that. I love it. I love it. Again, is paying homage to New York,
Yes.
which is where she's from. But
PX baby.
I love it. I love this. Whoever came up with this idea,
Yeah, that's the one.
really cool. Really cool. Love it. So shouts to Cardi B and shouts to DoorDash. And then Actively Black. New York Fashion Week was this week, last week too, I think. But Actively Black is a brand who well, it's not obvious, but they support Black everything. They sell merch, they sell clothing rather. And I love that they had an event during New York Fashion Week, and they had some big names in the building that deserved flowers, and a few of them being Dr. Bernice King. She was in attendance. Ruby Bridges was in attendance. But what was fire was Cecil J. Williams was in attendance, and he walked the runway.
Yes.
If you don't know who Cecil is, that is who Cecil is.
Right there.
Okay, and he was a photographer even in the 1950s. That was his way of like just contributing during that time. And This is a legendary photo, and we decided to have it in color because every time we see this, it's in black and white. And at the end of the day, this wasn't that long ago. This wasn't that long ago. It was in the 1950s. So that puts some things in perspective. It should put a lot of things in perspective for a lot of people. And I see so today. Again, he walked the runway, was taking photos while he was walking the runway. But I love that, again, this gave people the opportunity to give them flowers. And I think that's important, especially with what's happening now in the world. Shouts to Cecil. Shouts to Cecil for that legendary photo. I love it. So
look, I seen the clip of him walking down the runway taking the pictures. I was like, that's a flex, yo.
Yeah, it's a flex. It is a flex. It is a flex. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, make sure that you take a look at it. I loved his sweater too. You see, it's him on his sweater. I love the clothing that they have, and what was showcased on the runway. So make sure that you check it out. Where was that taken at? Which state? That's a good question. Let's see. I'm looking now. New Orleans, I think. No. I lied. I'm not sure. Hold on.
I just wanted to touch on the conference.
Oh
That
yeah, that gives me time too to look to see
yeah.
where this was taken.
So the last thing I wanted to talk about was the conference that I got to attend this past week. So um, my husband's involved in tech, if you want to say. He is the community manager at Disruption Now, which is a podcast that's hosted by Rob Richardson. And he basically kind of interviews I would probably say people of color who are doing innovative things in the technology space. And this conference is powered by Disruption Now. So they essentially talk about embedding specifically like empathy into innovation. So like um innovating with integrity, if you want to say. So this conference is basically all things artificial intelligence and how um, business can use artificial intelligences ethically in their businesses. So I had a chance to attend this conference this past week. It was in Cincinnati, Ohio. um and I actually got to meet a couple of people that we met in like Web3 kind of. Also shout out to Apollonia Thomas, the group that she had us in. I met a couple of people from that group. She does like optimization and social media marketing, digital marketing and all that. For a time we participated in just one of her groups, her engagement groups, and I got to meet a couple of people out of that group in person, which is always kind of fire, right? Like when you meet the internet cousins in person, it's really nice to connect the faces to the avatars and the screen names. So had a really good time there. You know, they were talking about just using how can you use like AI to be a better parent. What some of the things that you should be looking at when you are gonna make a decision to let your kids kind of utilize AI. That was one of the conversations that I got to attend. But it was a great conference. A lot of they got a couple of big partners this year too. They partnered with Microsoft this year, so that was a big deal. Last year they partnered with Coinbase. Um, this year they had like a little social mixer, which was really really nice. Maker's Mark came out. You know, it was giving them getting a lot of people tipsy. I was trying to stay away. All right, but it was really very informative. I think that for us, we've been to a few conferences now, and we know that like if you're serious about something, you need to go to a conference and meet with and be in an environment with other, you know, like-minded people. We went to ETH Denver in what was that, 2021, Chantee, I believe, or 2022 at some time. And that's where we seen like people really build communities around these things. Like you can really build an entire community around a project or around an idea. You know, Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency in the world. So like they have an entire conference that's based on Ethereum, and it's the same kind of concept. Like everybody has their different sections to kind of talk about. So we seen that in 2021, 2022, and then Rob kind of seen that, and that's what kind of spurred MidwestCon, because a lot of these conferences too are kind of like unaffordable. So like when we participated in our first NFT NYC, like those tickets are anywhere from $250 to like $500 just to get into the conference. Like these conferences, they gonna run up the price, but like if you serious about building something, whatever it is, the project, the idea, you're gonna find the people at the conferences, and you're gonna make the connections that you need at these conferences. So I encourage everyone to go to a conference in something that they're interested in, just to see. It's an investment in yourself, and we always are over here talking about investing and making and development, personal development, professional development. I think these are the things that the kids need now. I would encourage student athletes to go to the summits, right? Like we have been seeing summits spring up since 2021 when legislation was passed, right? We know Angelica, who's the founder of the Rise HBCU Summit, where they just kind of hone in on the HBCU community and do that. So like it's going to continue to expand and get better. So just kind of wanted to share my insights about that, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Let me share the screen just to show y'all the page. I was supposed to do that a long time ago. Jesus. Yeah, just show y'all MidwestCon. Cincinnati is also a very like big tech city. They also do like Black Tech Week. So this is this is their website. You can kind of go through here and see the agenda, like all the talks that they did throughout the couple of days, who was there. So it was a good time. It was a good time. Okay.
Sorry. Very nice. Yeah, just to see how they've grown within the last few years has been amazing. Shouts to Rob. Shouts to MidwestCon. Make sure, I don't know, tap in to see if you want to go, if you want to attend next year.
Right. Facts.
So yeah. Mr. S.E. Brett, I'm not sure what city.
What city in South Carolina? Oh, he was talking about yeah.
With the photo. I'm not sure. But yeah. I think that's all we have for tonight. Again, there's one more game tonight at 10. Shouts to Jen. She'll be in the building for the Aces versus the Storm.
It's fire.
I want to hear about her experience. Hopefully she'll tap in with us next week. But yeah, that's episode 104.
Yeah. Make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms. Again, we're on Twitter, or which I call it X, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Push the buttons and follow us, y'all. If y'all felt that any of this information was valuable to you, share it with somebody also. That'll definitely help us. We also have a podcast over with our network, our partner in network, the 9450. So please make sure you're following the 9450 also on all platforms. Beyond the 9450, we kind of do the same thing, but go into a little bit more depth about, business of sports over there. So, yeah. So if you want something to listen to in your ears, put that flavor in your ear like Craig Mack, go check us out.
And make sure that you tap into the latest episode that DA did. He did a solo episode today. It's released today, rather. Just talking about his predictions For the WNBA playoffs, again, we covered the game ones so far from today, but make sure you tap in with the latest episode. Let us know your thoughts. And yeah, next time we tap in, more games would have concluded. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, until next time.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Spin Doc, Mr. S.E. Bread, DA, Jody, Mama Flag, everybody that pulled up on us. We all honestly really appreciate y'all support. And we hope y'all get some rest this week.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, also too, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves. Like I said in the beginning of the show, we moving into the transition to cold, so make sure y'all protecting y'all necks and putting in the things that's gonna help your immune system. All right, make sure y'all taking them ginger shots. Make sure y'all taking that elderberry, black seed oil, all that good stuff. All right. Yeah. Peace.